Today, we are going to have fun for the first time in 2025.
That means we're all having fun.
If we're having fun, you're having fun. And if you're having fun, we're having fun.
Buckle
so we're having fun.
Let's see about that.
I start crying. Hello and welcome to Staying Up with Cami and Taryn. I'm Cami.
And I'm Taryn. And every night we get to have a sleepover, but every week we invite you to join us.
Thanks for staying up.
If you are listening and not watching, I don't know. I don't have any feelings about that other than the fact that you are missing my perfect freaking specie of a wife.
Specie sounds crazy.
You're my specie. She's a specie and she is in bright fucking yellow, springtime queen.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, if you watched my TikToks, you would know.
I did watch your TikTok.
So you already know.
Yeah, I just didn't have time to comment, so
yeah.
I just didn't want to say that I know.
Oh, I gotcha. You didn't want me to know that you watched and then didn't interact.
Yes.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
You don't have to interact.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
It's part of the gig.
But that's sweet. That's really sweet.
Real homies interact.
Real homies interact, as we are always telling the VPs. Yeah, I just get like a color obsession every now and then.
Yeah.
And right now it's yellow.
It's so bright. It's so fun.
My phone case is yellow. And my little cardigan's yellow.
You look so great in yellow.
Thank you. Someone said that when I posted that it was like my color, and I never liked wearing yellow, like especially when I'm typically blonde. I feel like blonde and yellow, I'm like too much yellow.
You look like sunshine, splashy, fun, bright.
Yeah, our friend Steph last night when I got dinner with her said that I look like happiness.
Were you wearing that sweater? Yeah,
I was. And she was like, yeah, when I get new things, I just wear them for multiple days. And then I'm like, okay, on to the next thing. And she was like, you look like you're wearing happiness, which is probably the opposite how you feel. And I was like, actually,
she's back.
I feel alive. I'm, as you can probably tell, not depressed right now.
She's so back, you guys. Her energy is kooky, crazy happy.
But you know why? Because I haven't been on fertility hormones.
It's just nice to see you again.
It's nice to see again.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be back on hormones by now, but oh my God. Am I bruised up? No, it's actually not that bad. I had a pretty rough blood draw today. The problem is my estrogen levels won't go down. So I can't start my next round of hormone treatments until they do. But I'm currently not mad about it because I feel normal and happy and not depressed.
And it's also okay. We always talk about this. It's okay if we want to take a little break, have a couple months off.
I was telling Maddie, my manager, she was like, what's the plan? Like, do you need a break? I think she knows that I'll just kind of like keep going and doing stuff and not take a break. So she was like, if you need a break, like make sure you take it. But what I was explaining to her is I just did massive blood panel. You just did your DNA testing. This round is going to tell us information when I do the biopsy. I want to get this out of the way because this isn't part of the fertility treatments. This is just the checking round. Yeah. And depending on what it says, I might need to do stuff that could they might say like, hey, for 6 months, you need to be on this medication, or I don't know what could come of it. So it's not like we're doing this round and then 100% guaranteed to go into another embryo transfer round. So I'm trying to like power through this round because it could potentially give us findings that delay us and we have no control over it. So my plan is power through this and then reassess if we need a month off, a couple months off, whatever, then we'll take it.
I think that's a beautiful call. I think it's the right call.
Yeah.
Not only for the times, but for us. And I think that's great.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy for us.
I'm glad you're on board.
PB's the only thing that happened since I was here last. But this is what happened to me. I also got norovirus.
Oh, guys, I thought she escaped it.
We really thought I escaped it, but I did not. And so I was out like a fucking freak for a couple days. Yeah. And now my tummy just still hurts.
Well, what was really sad about it is we went to Palm Springs to celebrate our friend Simone's 30th birthday.
And I kept telling everybody, this is my weekend. I'm going to let go.
Yeah, we
both
were
of
like,
us.
this is the first time we're having fun in months. Like, that was supposed to be fun. And we got there Friday night, and you pretty much immediately started not feeling well. So,
I was so hot, and I hate feeling hot. It's like a terrible feeling.
But it was really hot in there. And the thing about Taryn is she refuses to not have a hoodie on.
That's not
It's
true,
like
but-
80 something degrees today and she's wearing a hoodie. And she will be hot for a long period of time and refuse to take the hoodie off until she's like borderline passing out.
But this was a different sort of hot. And I kept telling everyone that. And everyone's like, oh, just jump in the pool. Oh, just whatever. And I was like,
everyone's
it's
just trying
not.
to just like calm you down and be like, you're okay. And no one wanted you to be sick. So it was like, maybe it's this, maybe it's that.
Then we woke up in the morning and I pooped and threw up for a bunch of hours.
And then her mommy had to pick her up from the sleepover.
My mommy had to pick me up. I
Yeah,
said,
Mommy,
Mom, I
don't feel so
farted.
good.
And stuff came
I
out.
farted on the gross kid. Can you bring me new
Anyway,
underwear?
Yeah, my parents were also out in the desert. So they
Thank God.
came and got me and then set me up in bed and gave me saltines. And
Yeah.
I lived to tell the tale.
Yeah. And she's here. She's not fully back, but
I'm on the way.
she's on the verge of being back.
And regardless, we will have a fun episode because we both need it.
We need
Every
it.
week, we were like, we need freaking fun. And this is...
Yeah, but I finally feel
You're having
up
fun.
for having fun. I'm not like doing anything to really have fun because you're not feeling great, but I'm feeling so much better that I'm like wanting fun. Before I was like, I'm a shell of a human. I don't even care to have fun.
You know, we realized that we haven't ordered an Uber to like go out and have a couple drinks and have dinner.
Yeah.
I literally can't think of the last time that we did.
I'm sure I could check my Uber receipts, but it's been a long time because it's
We
not
haven't
that
gone to Futch.
we haven't had a drink, but we'll go to dinner and have a drink.
Yeah.
Like we're driving there, having a drink and driving home.
Yeah.
So,
It's pretty crazy.
yeah.
And I assume this is what happens when you have kids, but it's happening to us beforehand.
Yeah.
And that to me is a shame. And
maybe we'll be so prepped that once we have kids, we'll just be wild.
yeah, and I think a kid can like be with just dogs for a while.
Yeah, I think
If we
the
run out to
dogs
get drinks.
watched the baby
Frank
or vice
could.
versa.
Yeah.
I think you just set them up in like a little playpen and the dogs watch it.
I
right?
saw-
Parents confirm.
I saw this thing where this lady's like, I can't believe I just learned this. She put Velcro on the baby's back.
Yeah.
And then the other part of the Velcro on the back of the of
Like on
the
the
couch.
couch. I saw that.
And then it was like, and then just set the baby up so she could just do whatever she wanted.
Yeah, and baby couldn't
And the
move.
kid it's not strong enough.
Yeah, it's just like
Freaking weak little bitch can't pull itself off.
you baby little bitch, grow
Fucking
up.
baby ass bitch can't pull itself off.
Jesus.
I know.
Yeah. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Who knows?
Because I also was thinking like you can't be wasted when you have a kid.
We're never wasted.
I know, but I'm just obviously
Me being upset.
we're never wasted. I don't want to be wasted.
I
I've
want to
actually
get wasted sometimes.
that's been like the lovely part of the fertility journey. I have like no desire. I was allowed to get drunk this weekend. I wasn't doing any fertility treatments.
Not allowed.
I was allowed. Mama's night out.
Mama's night
and I
out.
didn't really want to. I had drinks, but
Yeah.
at no point would I even consider myself like drunk. I don't even know if I was ever tipsy.
I would like to go on the record. I don't want to be wasted, but I do want to be like,
Fun, silly little time.
that was a fun, silly little blurry there at the end,
Yeah.
but it all worked out.
We came home, ordered junk food.
Yeah.
Passed out on the couch.
That's why we were talking about this, because we haven't ordered junk food in so long.
Yeah, we've been
used to
eating healthy.
we drove by a Taco Bell and I was like, babe, remember
Taco
her?
Bell?
Do you think she remembers us?
No, she doesn't.
She probably fucking doesn't.
forgets
Also,
us.
guys, my work has been super crazy and I like nearly had
I
a
can't believe you're
meltdown.
talking about that.
Nope. All I'm saying is I nearly had a meltdown yesterday to the point where I called multiple people. I was like on the break,
did?
called multiple people.
While I was gone?
Yeah. Walked, did all my little things, and then was like, I'm going to do a meditation. I need to start
Yeah.
meditating.
You're
I did
like,
it.
if I don't meditate, I'm gonna freak out.
Literally, I was freaking out. So this was my only way out.
Out of the freak out.
So I did like a 10-minute meditation.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there and the dogs were around and I was just kind of like listening, whatever. And I wanted to know your thoughts on this.
Okay.
she said, my guided meditation girl, was taking me through many a things. It was beautiful, honestly.
Wow.
I know. It was honestly really touching. Then she said, I want you to picture peace. What does peace look like?
Literally, I just pictured a peace sign. Like a circle, like the whole thing. I was like, oh.
Okay, I think that it was more, maybe there was more going on, but it was more like picture peace in your life. Like, what does it look like?
God, my brain just went in a crazy little bing, 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 bing to bad stuff.
Okay, this is not how I was expecting this to
Well,
go.
because I saw a peace sign, and then I went to like Woodstock, and now I'm going like
war.
Yeah, peace. Like we are like fighting for peace, and then I saw war, and then I saw 2025, and all the bad that's happening.
This is the fun episode.
Then I saw. Hold on, really fast. I just got to get it out, or I'm gonna ruminate on it. Anyway, sorry, my mind went like ba 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 ba. But back to peace and meditating.
What I was asking,
yes,
was like when you picture here, PP's, close your eyes with me, honey. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Life is crazy. Everything's bad. Mm-hmm. However, right now, I want you to think of your happy place. Mm-hmm. Think of what peace looks like to you.
Yeah.
What are you picturing?
I have two scenarios simultaneously happening in my head. One is I'm floating in water. My Pisces little heart, you know that. Passos little heart. My Passos little heart.
One, I'm floating in water.
What movie character does that sound like? My Passos little heart. It's like Austin Powers or something. Anyways, that's who it is in my head. I can't mimic what's happening in my head.
Passos little heart. Okay, you're floating in water.
It is. I'm floating in water. I'm in the ocean, and I'm like tan. I feel the sun on me. I'm just like fucking vibing. Yes. Your little fishies are going around.
Sucking on your little teats. I met your toes. That's gonna make me
That's not what's happening. Now it's a nightmare. Dude, what the fuck?
The way that vision changed.
Why are you taking over my peaceful moment? Yeah, I'm floating.
You just brought us to war. I'm sorry.
Well, I just had to get it out.
I can ask about the fish teats. Go ahead.
Anyways, no fish are biting on my teats or my feet. You try to say tootsies and feet is what happened. Anyways, yeah, I'm like doing all that. Or my other one is bed, cleanest sheets ever, like white crisp, and the windows are open. There's like a breeze. Our little like curtains are blowing. Mm-hmm. We're cuddling. Dogs are cuddling, and it's like a Sunday morning, but like we accidentally woke up at 6 a.m. and we're just like giggling and cuddling.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Those are my two peace moments.
Both of those make sense to me for you.
Yeah. My happy place, water or bed.
Guess what mine was?
Oh, God.
I had one very specific vision.
Like playing a sport with all your friends.
playing a
sport with all your friends.
No.
What you doing?
I was, which honestly should have been. Now that I think about it. But
like I can just see you like
up at the park,
tennis or pickleball, and all your friends are there, and everyone's laughing, and you're looking around.
Are you
like,
there?
Oh, my people are there. Of course I'm there.
Okay, you're like acting like you weren't going to be there.
No, I just said all your people are there.
You said all your friends. I know you're my friend, but it did feel.
I'm like literally your best friend. The fuck?
Okay. My piece, which is going to save me a lot of points right now, was I pictured you in the backyard. Our backyard.
My second pick was the backyard.
Really?
Yes.
What was happening?
I was almost going to say it. We're like grilling. We're like, it's all clean. We're sitting on the couches out there. The dogs are sunbathing. Mm-hmm. We're playing a game. We have a glass of wine.
Beautiful.
You know?
Mine was, I was standing in the kitchen. Like I must have just come in to get something.
Cute.
And you and our baby and the dog. It was like a toddler.
Oh, like a human baby.
Like standing, but like you were helping it stand.
Oh, that's cute.
And the dogs were all running around in the backyard together. Like you were playing with the baby and the dogs were like playing around you.
It's really cute that your peace moment is something that you have never experienced yet.
Is that cute?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so sweet.
I'm like, is that sad?
No.
You've
had a lot of peace moments, but you're just like,
yeah.
That's like you were having like a little manifestation moment.
I thought you were saying you were having a manic episode. I was like, well,
you're like, don't tell me
just
that.
Just say it all. But I just thought how cute that like my brain in a split second that's what peace was.
Yeah.
And it was just like you on a nice
That's
day with our
really
baby
sweet.
and our doggies, and our backyard was so cute and clean, and it was breezy. And like, to think that I thought that our backyard was peaceful too, of all the places and beautiful places
You're
we've
just
been.
like home.
Yeah, I'm just home.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was worth sharing.
Our house brings me a
But that
lot of peace
took us-
everywhere in it.
Yeah.
Like the colors that we have now created, even just sat here, we still have all our storage stuff to put away, but the way the light's coming through the garage doors, every time we record the podcast, I'm so happy with our decision to do those doors.
Me too.
The color, like everything's so earth toned in our home,
Yeah.
which really grounds me, and it makes me feel like I'm getting the benefits of like being outside and getting out in nature, but at home. I feel our home brings me so much calm. And a lot of our friends have said that too, that our house is really peaceful.
I love it here.
I love it. I love this
Would
place.
buy it again.
I'd do it
5
again and
stars.
again. Highly recommend.
Okay, shall we get into our cues?
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to share with you. Well, first off, I saw this on TikTok, but I have to share with the PPs. We're all very creative with how we share where we hear things, even though 99 times out of 100, it is TikTok. But the other day, I didn't even mean to say this. I feel like I'm not embarrassed that I heard something on TikTok and that it's my main source of education now. But I didn't realize I was trying to be creative or not say I saw on TikTok. I literally looked at Taryn and said, so I was told.
And I go, then she goes on to say something that's clearly from TikTok. And I said, you were told? We are getting creative
And
now,
I was like,
honey.
did I say that?
It's crazy. Normally she's like, I heard, I read,
Yeah,
I saw.
I was told. And
they say.
But you know what? It's not even a lie. I was told. I'm scrolling and
I know you were
someone's
told.
talking at me and they told me. My friend, who I don't know and couldn't tell you their name and I'm never
Yeah.
going to see them again, told me.
It just felt so new.
It was a little bit too far.
It was a fresh take.
Anyways, I this week was told on TikTok that babies, well, anyone, we inherit our nervous system from our mothers. And one, explained a lot
yeah.
for me. And two, confirmed how we have always said that you're not going to get pregnant because it wouldn't be good for your health anxiety. And you assume it wouldn't be good for the baby either. And now it's almost confirmed.
What does it mean inherit? Like, and when do you inherit it? Like literally
Like
from
through your DNA.
See?
I think a lot is probably, it's not completely that. I think your nervous system changes. You can work on it. You can calm it. Things can happen to you that make it worse. But yeah, it's inherited from your mom. And I
explains a lot.
didn't look into it, but I'm curious if it is just like in your DNA,
Yeah.
or if what it really means is whoever's carrying you, and they used mother, yeah, in utero, because I wonder if like if you have a surrogate, are you getting any of their nervous system? I know you have a theory because your mom was in a car accident when she was pregnant with you. That's maybe where a lot of your anxieties come from.
It's not even my theory. A therapist brought it up to me, which is what makes me
Yeah.
think it's even more
Yeah.
legit.
But I'm sure
They
there's
were
got to
like,
be a
"What
study. I want to
happened
look into
because
it.
you've had such a solid growing
fuck
up. Like
happened
your upbringing has been so solid and safe, and you had
Couldn't find a lot of trauma.
no trauma really.
Yeah.
So what happened that
Pre-birth
caused
trauma.
you to just be this little bird with little wide eyes?
Oh, birdie.
Just a freaking tweeter.
Dude, you look so cute in those glasses.
Thanks, honey.
It's like, honestly, it's distracting. I love you in glasses. You're so cute.
So I've had to come to terms with the fact that I'm cuter with glasses on.
You're not cuter with glasses.
No, I am.
You're not.
I am.
You're not, because there's some scenarios
We'll be
where I'm
here
like, glasses don't work.
All day. I'm
You can think, okay, you think you're
significantly
cuter. I
with
disagree.
glasses on.
I don't know. I don't always think glasses are like the right move.
Okay.
But I think what's nice is like you normally wear leggings and a hoodie during the day when you're working. So like a little accessory, and it draws the eye to your face, and your eyes are so freaking pretty that it like highlights them.
I just feel as if, wouldn't that mean that my face is better covered up in some way?
No, because I think it's highlighting your face, if anything. It's not, glasses don't really cover the face much. But it adds a little interest. Like whenever I'm wearing an outfit, before I'm done with it, I typically try to think in my head, what can I add to this? And a hat will elevate my outfit, a cool bag, an accessory. Like, I think it just, like, zhuzhes up the fit.
But I'm speaking specifically about how glasses are on your face.
Yeah, but they're drawing my eye to your face more. They're not really covering up. Like, those ones are kind of thick.
Yeah.
But the shape of them is really cute, and it makes me, like, focus in on your eyes more. Like, it's not really covering anything. If I said, you look so good when you wear a mask, that would be...
You did say that a lot during COVID.
Shut up.
She was like, could you mind?
We're in the bedroom, like, this mask on.
Could you just...
Hot.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it means that you...
News.
And I also don't think that you look better with glasses. I just... Even, like, your glasses that you normally wear, your prescription ones, these are blue light ones, they're, like, thinner framed, and those don't cover up anything. It just, like, I don't know. It's
but
just
I don't
like
look
a vibe.
cuter with them.
Yeah, you do. I always say how good you look in your glasses, but you like to wear your contacts because your glasses will make you feel dizzy. My little baby. She's so cute. I just say these things and, like, just don't even think about it anymore. I'm like, Mom, your little glasses make you...
My glasses make me dizzy.
Anyways, yeah, let's play our game.
Okay, so last week we
ready.
asked you guys to submit what ifs for us, just so that we could have some fun. Just some what if scenarios, and we wanted to have fun.
I want to start with the one that I asked you that we didn't ever get to answer because this is what spurred this idea.
Tell me.
So we were walking the dogs, and we always make voices and, like, play the character of our dogs.
Who doesn't?
Which I wonder if they get annoyed with and are ever like, because we're always like, she's like, blah, 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 and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And I wonder if our dogs are like, I didn't fucking say that. I wonder if they get mad.
They're like, no, I'm not.
As Frankie's, like, passed out.
That's
so
just not
cute.
who. No, he is who we say.
I think so. I feel like I know them so deeply.
Yeah, same.
But anyways, so we're walking, and I was like, what would you do if they just looked up at you and talked? Like, fully, just one day we're like, Mom, can we go to the park instead of walking around the neighborhood? Like, just fully, like, it was nothing.
Are you there? In this scenario for me, are you with me?
Yeah. We're there. We're walking the dogs.
Do you hear it too?
Yeah, we're both just like, what
I think
the fuck?
Okay,
It's
realistically,
like everyone's dream, like Toy Story.
If that happened realistically, I would be like, babe, did you hear that? And you'd be like, did it sound like she said?
No, I would literally be like, hear what? And send you into a
No, you
panic
wouldn't.
attack.
In a reality where Riggins or Frank spoke,
Yeah.
we would be like, what the fuck? Did we actually hear that?
Yeah.
Then I think we would be like, you said that. They didn't say that. Like, I think we would think we were crazy for much
That would be your
longer.
initial reaction? You wouldn't go, speak up, say it again. If Riggy said, Mom,
Did
can
I
we go over
see
here?
her say it?
You heard it.
See, then no.
I
If
would immediately
looked
look at
down
her and
and
go,
her little mouth was going, do you want to go to the park? Then that's one thing. But if I just heard a voice I've never heard before say, Mom, take us to the park.
Yeah, I'd be looking around for a kid.
1,000%. And I would say, didn't it sound like she just said, someone said this?
Yeah.
And then you'd be like,
That's more realistic.
I think it was Riggins or whatever.
And I'd be like, Riggy girl.
And then I think we'd
What
be
was
like,
that?
try it again. In this scenario, would she say it again? Now that we're looking?
I don't know.
Maybe she only speaks when we're not looking.
Yeah, maybe. And then we just feel crazy.
But I'm pretty sure that you and I would both just be like, oh, we misheard something.
Yeah.
I would never immediately be like, Riggins just spoke to me.
Okay, but now they start talking. We talk to them. Now
we're
what?
just fast forwarding a lot.
Yeah, now what?
What do you mean now
They
what?
just become they become talking dogs. Well,
I'd film it.
no, because then if you tell people, they're going to want to experiment on them.
I'm not trying to tell people. I need proof.
Yeah.
To
for
myself.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's for me and me only to confirm I'm not
yeah,
crazy.
like I need to make
Okay.
sure that if this is like some wacky one day thing,
Yeah.
that I had proof that it happened.
Okay. You watch the video back and they're just barking.
Oh my god.
But you can hear it in real life. Crazy.
Yeah.
But you can't tell anyone this because if they take the dogs away and try to they
But
think that they're aliens or they try to.
No, our friends and family
Operate.
are not taking them away.
But we can't trust that they won't let it out to someone. They got to sign NDAs or something.
I would spend a couple days between you and I
Yeah.
marveling at this together. And we'd be like, that's so crazy that the dogs are suddenly talking.
I'm like, why are we just experiencing? All I would be doing, because I'd be afraid it's gonna end, would be talking to the dogs. I'd be like, tell me everything. What do you want to watch when we're gone?
That, yeah.
I would try to get in every little thing I could with them. Like, what is your favorite
Yeah.
stuff? What do I do that pisses you off?
Yes.
What do you love most? Why are you dog reactive? Can you chill out? Like, let's talk about this.
I think I would do that. I think I'm acting as like, how am I accepting this as reality? But you're just being like, I'm living it.
No,
as
I'm
if
just
it's
going
reality.
in, diving head first.
You wouldn't send it to your friends and be like, what do you make of this?
No. I would first just be talking to them and be like, this is crazy, and trying to get anything I could, because again, when it just started, it could go away at any moment too.
Wouldn't you be
and
like,
then
Taryn,
I would
do
make
you
someone
agree?
come over. I would call someone to be like, you got to see this.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, we cannot let this get out, because they might try to take them from us.
Because like people would like test
The
them and
government.
stuff.
I don't know. Well, think about anything that happens like that. Like
Yeah.
if someone turns into a mermaid, like no one can know.
What do you mean anything that happens like
In
that?
movies.
Okay, in movies. Well, I just feel like you and I would spend a lot of time checking the reality between the two of us.
You'd be checking reality because you're scared of that. I would just be talking to them.
Honey, no.
Yes.
I refuse to believe that that is the real scenario.
Even if I think I'm crazy, or maybe like no one else can hear them, once I know you're also hearing it, I'm just quickly trying to be like, I'm learning everything I can.
Get the down low.
I'm getting all the information.
All right,
because
I hear that.
in 5 minutes, it could be a thing that goes away.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then I'd try to be like, did something happen to all the animals? I'd go out and be like, birds, what's up? What's good? You guys still squawking?
Not the squagging.
What is it?
Squawking?
Squawking?
Squawking. Squawking.
I'm crazy.
Squawking. Oh my God, we can't. Are you kidding me? We can't even think of what birds do. We're not going to be able to speak to the dogs. Okay, let's look at some of the ones that the peepees asked us.
Okay.
Alrighty. First question from one of our peepees. It's at me. Tare, then it comes to you. Okay. Tare, what if cousin Bobby decided he was leaving you for Cammie? Cammie, would you leave Taryn for Bobby? Tell us.
Wait, they're confused. I need to clarify cousin Bobby. We haven't done a cousin Bobby bit in ages.
What do you mean they're not confused?
Yes, they are.
Taryn, what if cousin Bobby decided he was leaving you
Yes.
for Cammie?
Oh.
Yes.
I was going to say, cousin Bobby, me and cousin Bobby aren't a thing. It's Taryn's cousin, and her cousin have a thing. That's the bit.
Yeah.
That's the incest
That's what
bit.
this is. So it's
cousin
saying-
Bobby wouldn't be with me. I'm not his cousin. Cousin Bobby can only date a cousin.
Honey, that's not anywhere in the lore. All that is,
Yeah, it is.
all that is real is that this person
Okay.
is asking us.
Okay, cousin Bobby's leaving you for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be really fucking pissed off. I'll be honest. All I've wanted my whole life is to be with my cousin.
I know.
And so I think,
I would never do that to you, honey. I wouldn't take him.
I'd say,
cousin Bobby, I'm a lesbian, and I'm married to Taryn, and Taryn loves you. We can't.
we've got to respect.
That would be disgusting.
It'd be literally gross
That's
if my wife left her cousin for me. I'm speaking as you.
I know, but you're not leaving for me. He's leaving. If my wife's cousin left her
Yes.
for me,
Yeah, that's true.
terrible.
Yeah, honestly,
Now, I can't believe you would even ask us this.
kind of rude to kick it off like that. Like,
It's just gross.
what the fuck, man? Why would you try to take me away from him?
Terrible.
Anyway,
Yeah, it would never happen is the answer.
what if this was the last epi of the pod ever? What would you want to say?
Oh my God. Whoa. What would I want to say? What would you say?
I think I would just say like the biggest thank you and say like
Oh, that's very sweet.
just how much fun this space has been for the both of us, and good, and
Yeah.
like a well-rounded thing that I think you and I have needed. But also just like a peepee means something to me.
Yeah.
Like
It's so cute.
I don't know what I'm
It's like
the
it's
idea of a
community.
peepee, but even just one
It's like
singular
a peepee isn't just a person, it's a concept.
yes, the concept is so strong in my head of who a peepee is.
Yeah.
Because of real peepees.
Yes.
So I think I would just be so
an entity.
thankful that the peepee exists
Yeah.
because of how in love with the reality and the concept of a peepee.
Yeah.
And that you are real in the world and that you exist. And I'm just happy that you are here.
It's been my favorite community that's been created online that I've been a part of. Like, I've been on social media for over a decade now, and there's always like different communities on different platforms, and you have like a different connection.
Way over a decade. Like way. Baby, you're 33.
I know, but I started working and making this my full-time job in 2014.
But you were on social media.
Yeah. I just mean like when I started creating my own. Well, yeah, I guess because like Tumblr and all that. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I always say
like
a decade.
More than
I always say 2015 is when this was my career. But yeah, I guess not beyond career.
Sidetrack.
It's been like 20 years.
Yes.
And there's always these different types of communities on these different platforms. And this one has been the safest and closest. And I feel like the one that knows me and us the best. Yeah, it's so special.
The best. Love you guys.
Yeah, I love that. That's really sweet. Love you guys.
Next up, what if you could hear each other's thoughts for a day? What would be the most repeated thought that you would hear? So what would I hear most in your brain, and what would you hear most in mine?
I mean, without a doubt, I would be hearing your health anxiety the most, I would assume. What y'all didn't see is we just took a little pause for Taryn. She felt like she couldn't breathe.
Which has never happened.
That's
what?
Whoa.
Oh my
God.
No.
The amount of times Taryn will tell me an ailment she's having and say, this never happens, this is new. And I have to tell her like 20 times.
I meant it's amazing that the amount of times we film this podcast.
You don't stop
I have never stopped it to be like.
That's also not true. We have stopped for your health. No, we have stopped for your health.
For me to say, I feel like I can't breathe.
We have not stopped because you can't breathe. Yes, I'll give you that.
That's all I'm trying to say.
It's been other reasons, but yes. But yeah, I think I would hear your health anxiety thoughts the most.
You really would.
What would you hear me thinking?
What would I hear in there? I don't know. I don't know the most repeated thought that you have.
I think it would change on the daily. I do have something, I don't want to say wrong with me, but I do tend to like repeat things in my head where I'll just it could literally be like, oh, I need to go tell Taryn about X, Y, and Z. And the first sentence where I'm like, oh, I'm going to go tell her. And I'll like play in my head me being like, oh, babe, did you hear? And I won't go tell you right away. So in my head, I'll hear like, oh, babe, did you hear? Oh, babe, like it'll just like replay in my head.
I think you told me that before.
It's
very
really
special
bizarre.
And very sweet.
Very special. It's very bizarre, but I'll just, yeah. Or
I wonder if it's an OCD. Is that OCD? What is that?
I don't know. Or I'll like be watching a show and I'll start like thinking what I would do in that scenario. And then I'll just like think of the first bit of it and just like keep doing it. I don't know. I'll just replay stuff or a part of a song.
I was just going to say, I think that is an OCD thing. The like lyric getting stuck in your head that you keep saying over and over again.
Yeah, I'll just say it again. Like a lot of times in my head when I sing Don't Smile by Sabrina Park.
Sabrina Park.
I also think I'm dyslexic.
Also, how often are you singing that?
It pops in my head a lot, actually.
I hear that.
But it pops in my head so much because in my head, I will sing, don't cry because it happened, smile because it's over. Like, I'll flip it.
Like what it actually should be?
Not, you don't cry because it happened. You cry because it's over. It's not even right. It's wrong, but not the way she does it wrong. The saying wrong, it's still wrong though. I say don't cry because it happened, smile because it's over, which is not correct either. It's like that's not the saying.
That's the song.
No, I don't know, whatever. I don't do it right. No, it's don't smile because it happened, cry because it's over. And I say don't cry because it's over. Don't, fuck, I don't know, whatever. This is getting too complicated. I can't think of it right now what I do. I just do it wrong in my head.
Yeah.
And I think, especially if I'm singing a lyric wrong in my head, it will get stuck in my head because I'm like trying to correct it, but then the wrong way will get stuck in my head and I keep saying it. It's frustrating.
I hear you.
But then I just keep doing it.
I hear you.
So, yeah. Anyways.
That was crazy. We've lost the plot. Next. What if you met in high school? Would you have dated? No.
Oh my God, so quick.
I was Miss Crinchin USA.
Well, not until later. You weren't not the well, yeah.
We would not have dated, honey.
No. Well, also like you weren't a lesbian. You weren't
I
was gonna say you loved dick, but you didn't. You loved boys.
You
but
took
you
my
weren't
breath away even further.
But like you were boy crazy.
You love dick, honey. You don't talk like that.
I know.
Don't say that.
It felt funny. You were boy crazy.
We were just talking recently that we get like icked out.
And I've had a full girlfriend in high school. What do you mean?
But you were like not out. So
yeah, but
how would we found each other?
I found somebody not out once. I could do it again.
Can you stop
What?
saying that you want to be with another not out person?
You. You're rude.
Okay, next. What if you and your partner had to switch jobs? What would that look like?
I think it would be fine. Actually.
Right now, it would be fine.
I think it would be fine.
Because I'm just like doing social media for
you're
athletes.
like editing videos.
Yeah.
Except for I haven't worked for somebody else in over 10 years. Mm-hmm. So I just don't, and like your job is so demanding. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I would just lean in like you are and just like, I'm not afraid of working hard. So I feel like I would kind of do similar to what you were doing.
Yeah.
Or I think I would be a little bit more of a bitch about it and be like,
yeah,
whoa, this is, but like, I think I like maybe would be a little more intense about it.
That's fair. I think I
don't know,
would,
though.
I think I'd thrive.
I think we could both do it just fine.
As you.
But you're not a content creator in general. You're having to do what I do. Like you're doing skincare, makeup, clothing.
I think, look, viewership's going to change. And
I just don't think you would enjoy it.
And comments are going to change. But it might not be followers are dropping. But I'm having fun. I think.
Would you though? Because I don't know that you would have fun like filming yourself like that every day.
I would have fun knowing that it was happening for a short time.
Okay.
And that I was operating outside of my norm.
Yes.
So I'd be like, oh, this is funny. I have to
like
do
it
like
was like
a
known
skincare
like
video.
we're switching
like,
jobs for the day.
Yes.
So you're like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I'd be like, this is my box from Saison.
Nice. Fab. You did it.
Let's see what's in Saison.
Oh, God.
Dude, smash that like button. Okay, great.
Love it.
Next, if you turned into your dogs, who would turn into which dog?
I'd be Frankie or Riggy. Duh.
Done.
Like what?
Easiest ever.
Yeah.
Why is the question?
Because they are us in dog. Well, that's not true. Sometimes we say like, this about Riggy is so you, but this about Riggy is so me, and vice versa with Frank. But I think generally speaking, Frank is a chiller. He could nap all day. Mm-hmm. I'm saying the things that are me and Frank.
I'm sensing that.
He is very habitual. He likes his little things.
Yeah.
He loves certain people a lot.
He gets anxious when people come over and then he likes it.
Yeah. He's anxious about it and then he's like, this is the best ever. Everyone's my best friend. This is amazing. Riggy always wants to have fun.
Yeah.
She's so silly and goofy.
She's waiting
lovable.
for someone to say, do you want to play?
Yeah, always. She's always down to clown.
Yeah.
But she's a little anxious girly sometimes.
But all the time it's back there.
It's always back there.
It's just all it takes is one thing to activate it.
But she is so fucking cute and so lovable and like everyone wants to be her bestie. She doesn't like, she's standoffish with people and takes a while to warm up, and that's not you.
That's not me.
Like there's certain things where I'm like, that doesn't fit.
But
generally
overall,
speaking,
yes.
She's tall.
Any more to say about that? You used to say tall and skinny.
What? I used to say tall and skinny?
Yes. But now.
What are you talking about? I get Mom my damn nerves.
I need Manjaro.
Next. Oh my God.
Okay. If you had to host a last minute dinner party, what would you serve your guests?
Takeout? It's last minute.
No, we're hosting. Like we're cooking for people, honey. What are we cooking
it's last
together?
Minute. I'm just gonna order food.
No, we're cooking. we have what we need. What are we cooking? I think we make this really good salad that has like onions and dates and celery. I think we make that salad.
Yeah.
I think we don't do a protein because we always fuck up a protein.
Remember our scallop pasta we were making during COVID?
No, I don't.
It was like a creamy sauce. Was it scallops?
Was that before I was
It was at the old house.
tangentially allergic to scallops?
You mean shrimp?
No, but sometimes now I'm scared of scallops.
Oh, dear God. Oh, God. No. We were making a pasta.
Sometimes
we said this is the pasta we would make if someone was coming over. We used to always say that because it was like gourmet.
I'm not letting go of this thought.
What?
Sometimes I see the reality flash before your eyes of your life next to my anxiety.
Yeah, I just have to like let it roll off sometimes.
I see you
gotta
go
let it
like,
go.
is this really about my life?
That's not what I do.
That's how it feels.
No, I was literally thinking her word choice instead of you accepting I'm anxious so I have made up an allergy to shellfish, you go I'm tangentially allergic.
It's a joke.
But that's how you always talk about it. You're like, yeah, I'm kind of allergic. And it's like,
No, I'm
wait,
not.
we need to acceptance is the first step of recovery. That we need to I'm going to force you to say when we go to a restaurant and you go no shrimp and they say are you allergic and you go yeah kind of, I'm going to say no, she has crippling health anxiety and her mom is allergic so now she thinks she's allergic. I think you have to like
Do I have
force yourself.
Munchausen's for myself? Is that what it's called? That's insane. Okay.
Next.
Whatever, bro.
Whatever.
Okay, we'll make the pasta with shrimp, I guess, and I'll just die.
Not shrimp. Anyways, yeah, we would make that really good salad. I would say salmon, but I'm off it because I got my tummy bug right after that.
Yeah, we're off salmon.
Yeah, we're
Fuck
off
salmon. You hurt my baby.
Yeah.
If you could
Oh no.
if you two could only watch one movie together forever, what would it be?
My nightmare. I don't like to rewatch things.
Yeah.
You're probably playing Set It Up on repeat and falling asleep within 30 seconds, and then I'm watching the whole movie.
No. If I could choose any movie, that's my nighttime fall asleep movie.
I know,
that's
but
not my movie.
It's been played the most in our
What
house.
movie of my movies do you like enough for that to be the only movie we watch for in perpetuity? Because it's gonna have to be one of mine since you don't care.
I mean, I care, but it's going to be one of yours.
But you don't have one.
Because I don't like to rewatch stuff.
That's what I'm saying. So I've
Maybe
already
like
got a
10
list.
Things I Hate About You.
That could be a good one.
You probably have like Serendipity up there. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Which I have just gotten on a random side of TikTok of deleted scenes from
Oh, love
How to
it.
Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And it's so good. And did you realize we never saw Andy's apartment in the movie?
This just in. I didn't realize that.
Anyways, what would you want?
She probably has a nice apartment.
It was fine. I know, surprise.
Really?
What would you
Also
watch?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love. But that, I like, again, I've seen it so many times because you put it on at night. That I'm like,
I mean, look, we
can't.
can only watch one forever, so they're all gonna be too many.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think I might do How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I'm going to make you watch Shutter Island until it doesn't bother you.
You're nuts.
Yeah, 10 or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is good. Why? Every movie with 10 in it.
Yeah. 10 Days Later. Never seen it, but perhaps
I
that
don't
could
know
be
that
it.
one.
I don't know. Okay, next.
Serendipity, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, 10 Things I Hate About You.
What if you were yanked back in time?
Uh-oh.
You woke up and found yourself as your 17-year-old self, still in high school, living with your parents.
No!
Would you relive your life exactly as you had before to get to where you are now? Or would you change anything or skip forward through anything?
Oh, yeah. It's like I don't want to change anything because I'm so scared to fuck up where we are now.
Same.
So I can't.
I also don't remember what I did the first time.
Yeah, some of it would be new and fresh, but it would be really bizarre to experiencing.
What do you mean new and fresh? You've done it all before.
Because you forget.
But I'm just saying, how do you know you make all the same decisions?
I'm hoping that if you just go with the flow, it kind of balances out.
Yeah, okay.
Like you have
That's
to
fair.
actively choose to make different decisions.
That's fair.
But it would be really weird knowing what's coming.
Yes.
And there's a couple things where I'm like, impossible not to do different. Where I'm like, well, I know how this goes bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you have like a bad moment
It would
with
be
someone.
impossible. But I would just fast forward.
Yeah.
There's some stuff.
I think I would have a really hard time fast forwarding. I think I would want to relive it all.
Wow.
Because I knew, if I knew that it got me to where I am.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't going to mess anything up. Like it wasn't going to make
Yeah.
it so that you and I are off time or something like that. I think I'd be like, why not?
Yeah.
Like it's like adding years onto your life.
Yeah. It would be so sad if I knew that I'd be like, oh my God, I have to wait like 10 years.
Yeah.
Until I like know you. Fuck, that sucks.
I'd be really pissed that I hadn't memorized any of the like
lottery numbers.
Oh, I would change. I would like invest in Bitcoin or something.
Yeah, invest in something to make a bunch of money. But then it'd be so scared. I'd be so scared of every little move messing stuff up. And it'd be impossible not to change stuff because you'd also go through a lens of appreciation where things that really might have sucked in the moment now in hindsight are like, whatever, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Then you would react differently to them and you would like appreciate people differently. So I think it'd be impossible not to have stuff change. It'd be really hard. But generally I wouldn't change anything because I'd be too scared for it to fuck up. But I 100% would fast forward through a couple things.
You wouldn't invest your money differently so that we could be like have $20 million in the bank?
If I knew that wouldn't fuck up where we are now, sure. But who knows? If I invested in stuff and like had a bunch of money, I can't imagine that wouldn't change. Like there's some apartments I probably wouldn't live in if I had a little bit more money where that could have changed. I could have met new people.
I think we would have to do it once we'd already met each other. And like not even met, but like
yeah, but that's not the question.
Together.
It's 17.
No, but then I'm saying you're living all your life.
Yeah.
So that at some point you can make choices the whole time.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would change.
And if we both know it's happening, it'd be weird because it'd be like, then I'd be mad if you went and did stuff and were with certain people. I'd be like, but, because right now it's like, we weren't together anytime you were dating anyone else, with anyone else.
Yeah.
Like people's pasts don't affect you. But if we both knew we're going back to 17, I'll see you when we're however old we were when we met. Then it'd be like, well, why'd you go hook up with that person?
Because we had to.
We're going to be together. And then you'd be mad. Yeah.
I'd be bummed being like, that is my wife.
Yeah.
Because you're with this person, now you're with this person.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? But
you have to.
But I'm with my person. So it's like at the time too.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're just kind of learning what you can.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be crazy.
Messy. Okay. This one's great.
This one's great.
Ooh, this one's great. What if an alien showed up at your house and just wanted to talk? Somehow your podcast was the only human evidence that they were ever able to find and they came to Earth for you two. How would the convo go?
That would be horrifying.
They'd be like, we are peepees.
I would be like, baby, get a mic. Let's go.
I don't know what I would do. I would be so happy to see them.
I'd be so happy.
I hope they'd be cute.
Yeah.
If they weren't cute, I'd put glasses on them.
And a little hat. Dress them up like E.T.
But do you get it?
Yeah.
Then they're suddenly cute because they have glasses.
Yeah.
That's me.
I was
anyway
brushing past it.
I
love that. I'd be like, fuck, you have a weird view of the world because of us.
They're all lesbians.
Yeah.
All the aliens would be lesbians.
Yeah.
And I feel like
the world would be a great place if everyone was a pee-pee.
Wait, also Frank and Riggins would be like gods to them. Like they'd be like,
so excited to meet them.
Frank
I hope the
Riggins.
dogs would like them. I'm not so sure. It depends what they look like.
Okay. I think that the dogs would love them because if these aliens have all they know about
they would get
the Earth is this.
Yeah.
They would have studied everything we've ever said.
They would know that
about how to be with them.
They would get on the ground for Riggy and let her come up to them and not go too fast. They give Frankie little belly rubs. Oh, it'd be so sweet.
Yes.
Okay,
wow,
love that.
Sounds great. This one is really interesting. What if COVID never happened? Would your relationship have followed the same path on the same timeline?
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
It wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't because you moved in with me in March and you already had plans and hopes to move to LA in June. I think I would have.
We wouldn't have moved in together directly.
Exactly. That was conversations we were already having. You were like, yeah, I'm going to move to LA. I don't know what part of town, but like you had plans to get your own place. And I don't think it would have lasted long. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't think it would have lasted long because it's not very cost effective. But I think we would have forced ourselves to go slower.
Yeah.
We were already trying to do that, where I feel like you would have moved here and probably not lasted long, but we would have lived in different places, I'm assuming. I probably would have just moved out of the house I was in when my lease was up.
We probably wouldn't have Riggins because
we wouldn't have fostered Mimi.
Fostered Riggy during
We wouldn't have this house.
We wouldn't have this house because the only reason we could is because it was so cheap to get a house at this time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We got married. Like our everything would be different.
Yeah, I think
we probably still would have been together.
Yeah, we would be. What the fuck? This bitch. Yeah, I think things would have happened pretty similarly.
Yeah.
But I don't think we would even own a house. Because unless there was other ways that a house was affordable and interest rates were low, we talk every day how lucky we are that we got this house and that we picked it when we did and we could afford it. And I don't think that all those stars would have aligned without COVID timing. Wow, that's actually really a pleasant thought because like when I think COVID, I think so many negative thoughts.
I had that when I was writing this question down. I was like, dude, this is making me so grateful.
It brought
for
us
COVID,
a lot of good,
which is
crazy
so
to be. Yeah.
Next, buckle up. What if you?
I was buckling up.
What if you both woke up as nuns in a covenant, or is it a convent? I don't know.
Whatever.
Fully aware of yourselves married and in love in another reality. But in this one, you're sincerely devoted to God and your vow to him. How would you maneuver it?
Can we just leave it?
No, we're devoted.
I guess I can't wrap my head around that. We would just secretly be lovers.
But would we like schnitzel in the bathroom?
Yeah. For sure.
Even though we're like so committed?
Well, I don't know because I can't wrap my head. Like, I feel like my commitment, if I'm a nun, do I believe that like being gay is a sin? Am I having turmoil? I can't imagine. I think we would just be hooking up and like.
I think so too. I think we would still have so much fun because we would be like, wait, we're just like vibing out in this place.
Yeah.
The convent / covenant. I don't know what it is. All the time. Like, what a dream that we get to do this.
Yeah.
While full well knowing that we are together in another life.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, okay, great. We have that too.
Yeah.
So it would just be like a more yogi version of our current lives.
I think it would eventually lead that I would leave the nunnery.
Baby, you can't leave the nunnery.
Well, I think that's the trajectory. It would be like I would.
Kim's committed to not being committed.
I'm not good with turmoil over something that's so beautiful as love.
Yeah.
Like I don't think in any world I could get behind that.
No,
or
it's
even
not,
if I was
it's not
committed
turmoil.
to. But it would be because if the thing that I'm committed to is telling me something's sin, but I'm also in love with you, those are at an odds, and I'm not living at odds.
I don't know that nuns think it's sin. I think that they made a vow to God to wed him.
Oh, and they're not allowed to
so they're not allowed to have sex, not even with men.
Yeah.
So it's more.
Oh yeah,
that.
then we're fooling around when lights go down.
Yeah, and maybe we like are like what? Like it's not sex. Like we like do what straight people say that gay sex is, where they're like that's not sex. It's like
I'd be like
that.
God's the only man in my life.
Yes,
and you're the only woman.
It's like Mormon soaking vibes. Whatever.
Okay.
We'd soak in our covenant convent.
God.
Okay, next.
You made it gross.
What would you do if you woke up in each other's bodies for a day? I would be free as fuck. I would wake up and I would go, woo!
I would free your boobs of the shackles you keep them in.
You would see so quickly why it hurts to
Maybe.
do so.
Maybe. Yeah. But I'd be topless and I would like just let them breathe for the day.
Okay.
And look at them in the mirror a lot. I would reach tall things.
I would reach so high.
I would reach so high. I would like go for a little run. Like I would like see what every movement feels like in your body.
Yeah, I think I would work out.
And then I would want to have sex.
I would
and see what
too.
it's like on the other side.
I'd love to see me.
Like I'd want to feel what you feel.
Yeah.
So I could be better.
Yeah.
But then I'd also want to like know what it was like.
Same.
To experience.
I'd probably put on like a really like tight, not tight, but like I'd put on like something I'd never wear.
Yeah.
I'd like try on a bunch of your outfits in the body that they're meant for, you know?
I think I would.
Like I'd wear that and be like, what's this like?
What's this feel like?
Yeah.
I think I would do your makeup so that when you Taryn asked me to do her makeup like every time we go anywhere. And I don't feel like I'm very good at doing other people's makeup. So I think if I did it to myself, but myself is you, I could do it better.
Oh, that's cute.
So I think I would like practice that.
That's very sweet.
And I would, oh my God, I would do my hair. I like wish I had curly hair. I'd be like thriving.
That's so funny.
I'd play with my hair.
I would not do my hair if I was in your body. And I would also try on like my clothes in your body.
Yeah.
And be like, what do I look like in this?
We could like dress up together
Yeah.
and be like, wait, put this on.
Yeah, it's cute. It's like you're my little doll from afar.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Well, I guess we could kind of do that now.
And I would probably like, yeah, like have a moment alone as well.
Why?
Just to see what it would be like to be you touching yourself alone
Oh, okay.
in your body,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Anywho. Okay, we have so many more.
Oh, so
There's like
many.
8 that I wrote down, but so many more that I didn't even write down. We are at our max, I think, time wise.
We've hit our limit.
We've hit our limit time wise. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some more for the Patreon.
Yeah.
So
come hang out with us on Patreon to
yes.
hear the other 8.
We will do the rest. There's one about Love is Blind.
Oh.
And if we went on it.
Oh.
So I think
We have to.
saving.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into the pee-pee story of the day. As always, if you need advice, if you just have a gossip story, if you want to ask us anything, you can call us and leave us a voicemail at 323-577-8857.
PP hotline.
Hi, ladies. I will try not to rant too much. But basically, me and my girlfriend have been together for 12 years. And I think we have a wonderful relationship. But the only reoccurring issue is that I really want to get married, and she really does not want to get married. So I think I'm calling you guys to kind of get your perspective on, I think the big battle back and forth is like, do I leave because essentially marriage is that important to me that I feel like I deserve to find someone who is willing to do that for me? Or does she kind of give in and marry me when it's something that she feels so strongly against? It's a very interesting situation. And I think we're both kind of confused as to what to do. So yeah, I would love your perspective. Thank you so much.
Aw, damn.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. What are your thoughts, advice?
My thoughts are like, it's hard to give advice because you guys have been together for so long. I can't imagine you haven't had all of the conversations that I'm going to suggest you had because like I would ask you, what about marriage is important to you?
Yeah.
Is it that you guys are making a commitment to each other? Is it the ceremony you find really important? Is it legally being married? And then to her, your partner, I would ask her, what about marriage do you not want? Is it all of the things I just mentioned?
Yeah.
And then I would try, I guess, to see if there is a way that both of you can be happy with some middle ground. Maybe it's not about actual marriage for you, but it's about a commitment ceremony in front of your friends and family. Maybe she's fine with getting legally married, but she doesn't want to have a big wedding and she doesn't want to tell people. It's like maybe there's some mismashing of like priorities for each of you. But if I'm basing it just on the question of like, should I leave because I want to get married and she doesn't, or should she deal with it? I feel like she should deal with it. Which, like, that's the I don't even feel good saying that, honestly. But like, I do feel like if you guys are together for 12 years and this person wants to be with you for the rest of your life, I don't understand what fundamental belief you could have that is so against marriage
and willing to lose
that
your
you'd
person.
be willing to lose your person over.
Yeah.
Where it's like you could make you could make some sacrifices to make it happen that would make them more comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that I would tell them to suck it up and figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, as always, I agree with you. And I think we talk about there's certain fundamental ideas that you have to be on the same page with your person or it's not going to work. Kids is one of those things where it's like there's no compromise available. You either have kids or you don't have kids. You can't be half in and half out. And marriage is a gray area topic because, like Taryn said, what's going on here? What are the feelings? Like, we have to figure out what marriage means to both of you. And if there is a world where we can compromise on certain things depending on what it means to both of you. I think losing someone over this feels really silly to me.
Me too.
But that would also be telling if my partner wasn't willing to compromise in some way and get married or do whatever. Again, we don't know the details of what marriage means to you and what marriage means to them. But that would make me feel like that's not my person. If they're not willing to somehow meet me somewhere. If it's just, nope. No wedding, no marriage, never ever.
Me too.
Not happening. Why?
Yeah.
It's very bizarre to me. And I get it. You could say the other way of like, I'm committed to you. We are together.
Yeah.
Why do we need the government involved? Like, you could also say that. But at the bare minimum, like, there are benefits to being married. There's monetary benefits. There's access to each other if somebody gets hurt and you need to go to a hospital. Like, there are fundamental reasons why it is necessary sometimes.
Right. Like, there are benefits to doing it. There aren't really benefits to not doing it. Other than if you just have some like
divorce.
Deep belief that marriage is not good.
Yeah, which maybe that's a case where if you've seen your parents struggle and you've seen divorce or you've seen unhappy marriages, then I would say, have we gone to therapy to work this out? Because I think it's also, for both of us, we're like, suck it up and get married, but we're both pro-marriage. So we don't have that lens of people who are against getting married.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what being against marriage looks like outside of like, don't bring the government in.
It's different for a lot of people and it just depends. But that's why I think this is one of those topics where it can be hard to understand a person who has a different belief than you in this, whether you're on the side of pro or against marriage. I think having a third party person to talk through these things can be so helpful.
Yeah, of
because
course.
you don't always know the right questions to understand each other to compromise. So I would highly recommend a few therapy sessions if you haven't already to get to the root of what's going on here and where the disconnect is. You've been together for 12 years, which leads me to believe that you agree on a lot of things. So for such a big thing to cause a rift in the relationship, I can't imagine there's not a world where we can get on a page where we can both be happy with the result. So best of luck to you. I hope it works out how it's meant to work out, whatever that means for you guys.
And keep us updated. I'm actually really curious where this is going to go.
Yeah. And I'd love more info. If you want to leave us another voicemail or just email us and tell us like details of what the riff is a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's really tough. That's a hard one.
Huh. Is this a way to end it? It feels sad.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I think that's like a common thing a lot of people experience. And like, I don't think it's one of those things that we're going to have the perfect answer of no, leave that person or I'll suck it up, stay with them, whatever it is.
This makes me just want to really understand when people are against marriage, what they mean. Because in my mind, I think of it as that's my action item, is to learn what a case against marriage is for couples that are together. I understand I don't want to have to do the wedding. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, pro wedding and pro marriage are different.
Right. I understand all of that. I'm just curious if if it's simply the act of being married to each other, the like commitment on paper that people are against, what that looks like. So you and I should do some research.
Okay. We'll do some research, baby.
Sounds good, honey.
We love you guys. We
love
will
you.
see you over on the Patreon if you want to hear some more what ifs.
And
we'll
if
see you
not,
next week.
fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
If not, we still love you so much.
We do. And we'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye guys.